Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global news reports that the ongoing Iran conflict involves airstrikes on critical infrastructure across the Middle East, sparking debate on whether such actions constitute war crimes. Experts highlight that the 1949 Geneva Conventions prohibit targeting objects essential for civilian survival, including food, water, electricity, and irrigation. The International Criminal Court, ICC, has previously issued arrest warrants for Russian leaders for similar actions against Ukraine's power grid during winter. Similarly, the ICC cited the intentional deprivation of essential supplies like food, water, medicine, fuel, and electricity to Gaza's civilian population as grounds for arrest warrants against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, noting the resulting deaths from malnutrition and dehydration. While the Geneva Conventions permit attacks on infrastructure contributing directly to military action and offering a definite military advantage, the Rome Statute of the ICC, though not including Iran, Israel, or major powers like the US and Russia, codifies these prohibitions. Prosecution in the current Middle East conflict is unlikely due to jurisdiction issues and UN Security Council divisions. Al Jazeera reports that an Israeli air attack in Gaza on Tuesday resulted in the deaths of 6 people, including a father and his 2-year-old son. The report highlights that these casualties occurred despite a ceasefire agreement reached in October, indicating ongoing Israeli military actions leading to Palestinian deaths in the enclave. This event underscores the persistent violence in the region and raises concerns regarding adherence to the ceasefire term. Al Jazeera reports that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky plans to ask U.S. mediators, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, to convey an Easter ceasefire offer to Russia. This proposal includes halting attacks on Ukraine's energy facilities. Zelensky emphasized Ukraine's readiness for compromises, but not on its dignity and sovereignty. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov, however, reacted coolly, stating no clear initiatives were presented and insisting that Zelensky must prioritize a full peace settlement over a temporary truce. The offer follows increased Ukrainian strikes on Russian energy infrastructure, reportedly influenced by signals from allies concerning global energy prices. Meanwhile, high-level trilateral peace talks involving the U.S., Russia, and Ukraine remain stalled, especially regarding the contested Donbas region, with Russia demanding territorial concessions that Ukraine staunchly refuses. A planned 4th round of talks was postponed due to the war on Iran, and Russia has reportedly indicated it believes it can conquer the remaining Donbas territory within 2 months. The European Union is urging its member states to actively work on reducing domestic fuel demand and to make necessary preparations for securing oil supplies. This call comes amid a warning from EU Energy Commissioner Dan Jorgensen that the ongoing Middle East conflict, specifically the actions involving the United States, Israel, and Iran, could lead to prolonged impacts on global energy prices. While current supply levels are not a major concern for the EU, high prices are causing significant worry. To mitigate the war's effects, EU nations have already released approximately 400 million barrels from strategic oil reserves under the coordination of the International Energy Agency, marking the largest release in history. Jorgensen stressed that governments must prepare for a long-term disruption of international energy trade, emphasizing the need for immediate collective action. The conflict, which has lasted over a month, has already added 14 billion euros to Europe's fossil fuel import costs. The EU Commission is suggesting measures such as promoting remote work, public transportation, and reduced highway speed limits to lower fuel consumption. This news is from Hee Wei. Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps announced on March 31 that it would target 18 American companies, including tech giants Google and Apple, starting from April. The IRGC claimed these companies are involved in identifying and tracking targets for attacks in Iran. They issued a warning stating that business offices of these companies in the Middle East would become targets of retaliatory attacks from 8 p.m. local time on April 4, and urged employees to evacuate. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Arakchi revealed in an interview with Al Jazeera that he received a direct message from U.S. envoy Witkoff, but clarified it was not a negotiation. Arakchi also stated that Iran has not yet responded to the Trump administration's 15 ceasefire conditions. This news comes from treklenews.mar. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.